Hello, welcome to Suck Professor Gaming with Hank. I just made that up. I don't know if that's what we're going to call this. It's me. It's Hank. It's the guy who does the Suck Professor channel show with the other guy named James. This isn't a podcast like we've been had done once a year for the last 4 or 5 years. So hello to people who we recognize from those days. We used to have a nice little channel that had a bunch of attention over our shot-by-shot breakdowns, and I know that's where a bunch of our subscribers come from. So, and then the channel went dead. It's gone over the years. I did a thing on something else. There's other shit. I'll get into all that, I guess. But, you know, go ahead and unsubscribe. We're not doing the shot-by-shot breakdowns. Like, I want to do something maybe similar, but this isn't sort of a formal return to that. I'm sorry to say. There's a timeline where that took off and it became some big thing and we kept at it. But we don't live in that timeline. So, it's nice to see everybody. Please give me a chance, or don't. It's okay to unsubscribe. I'm just saying I'm expecting waking up Suck Professor to cause some attrition of the subscriber numbers, because people are going to be like, oh, this guy? Yeah, this isn't my thing. Fuck him. And I validate. I verify that. I started playing the game without even introducing the thingy here. I was just getting busy rambling. So we're playing Valheim. I didn't mean to. How the hell did I wanted to stay on that little island. So we have a whole big story going on here in Valheim. I love this game. I find this game so satisfying for the way my brain works, the tedium, the repetition, the obnoxious tasks that you do over and over. I love all that shit. It's like Minecraft, Viking Minecraft, basically, and I mean it in a very positive way. I enjoyed playing Minecraft because of the freedom that you get. You get to do so much stuff. The building menu in this game is a real joy to work with. I've done woodworking. I don't know. There's a woodworking mallet right there, and I do video editing professionally, and so I'm a real tedious brain mofo, right? So I love the way this game allows that, and we're going to see that here in the space. I have posted some videos on my other YouTube show, Winners and Losers, of me playing games. That's the podcast I started many years ago, and it's sort of woke it up. It's been my podcast lately. I'm still doing a show there. That's like politics and stuff, and this documentary project that I'm doing. And it's all sort of overwhelming and exhausting, and I'm sort of wanting to work on video stuff that is something I can get excited about and record and make and put up and post. And I've had there's actually quite a lot of video game stuff on Suck Professor. It's not what we necessarily got known for, but I've had a few Let's Play series things where I've heard from people that say, hey, I really enjoyed watching you play this game. That was really cool. Thanks for, and I was like, wow, maybe I'll just do that again some more. And I've saved so many things in this story. I don't know. I'm going in very blind as far as my discovery of the gaming mechanics in this game, and that's a lot of the joy of playing it. Is finding a new item, and then you get a whole bunch of new recipes for stuff you can make, and it's really exciting. You get to farm, you get to grow animals, you get to build buildings and make fires and do cool things, and it's pretty elaborate transportation system, and you can kind of be as fussy about it or as tidy about it as you want. So it's a lot of fun. I guess what I'm saying is, this game is going to be the focus for now. I also play Rocket League, which maybe I'll get around to doing videos for that. I just kind of want to experiment. It's kind of a thing I'm going to do where, see, look, there's a fish right there. See it? See it? See it? Get over here. Get over here. Unfortunately, they don't let you shoot the fish. Actually, I got my sound settings are a little goofy. Gotta fuck around with all the buttons. Here's a harpoon. Would have been fun. I don't think you can get them with the harpoon. So yeah, this is sort of going to be gaming focused. I'll probably end up talking about shows and stuff. I'm not here to do politics. I definitely have lefty politics. Yeah, go to Winners and Losers if you want to get into that side of it. But I'm not here to like make things about that. I often can't help myself just dialing that up based on the way what I'm thinking or talking about. So I can't say this is going to be a zero politics place, but my intention here is to sort of keep my head in the on the game here, and there's like boring stretches possibly where I'll ramble about other stuff. And just have fun. We're just here to be fun, man. This other stuff I've been on is a real grind in the fun department, which is a way of saying it's literally not fun whatsoever. But anyway, okay, I'll ramble back. So that's just it. I just wanted to say that up front. I think I sort of did this impulsively today because I really want to make progress on this game here. What's been happening is I've been saving a lot of exploring for when I do this. So I have this huge old base. This is my my big base here. It's not much to look at now if you haven't seen this, but you're just giving me a chance. So hang in there. It's actually you'll enjoy when we finally get back to the base. Actually, let me pause it so that I'm not. Oh, I can't. The boat's just drifting off. Let me a little. Okay. So, huge map. A ton to explore still. I love clearing these gray spots, these kind of fog of war or whatever, these fog covers. Those are fun. So you run around, that's what you clear. So some of what I want to do is just be real tedious and clear these. Same with where it covers water. I've been building out. I probably use these excessively, but it's because I'm like, this is a serpent crashing station. We'll get to that. It's exciting. I have various things. Much of this is disorganized. Some of it could use going through and clearing. I know my roommate, as he plays this is like a horror show to him to see this many things. I thought this way to turn these off. Oh, yeah, right click. Yeah. So it's a cool world, and when you pull all the way out, you see like a whole planet thing, which is kind of crazy. And you can even, this makes me wonder if there's more. But look how big this is. It's super fun. And let me just see where we are. All right, we're close enough. Wilson's not been pulled away by the evil tide yet. My only friend, Wilson! Okay, so, yeah. So, this is where I'm at. Stranded on some island. And we're going to make our way back to the base. And I'll introduce you to the base. And then I can get started on some of my dang fun projects that I've been wanting to do. The more interesting things I've been saving for the camera. So yes, I had to pick my nose there. Sorry. There's a bunch of little ones that are sort of around the house, purchases I want to make. And but a lot of it is just the adventure stuff and kind of like the pushing forward on some of the building projects as well, because I've done a lot of building stuff. And then finally, I have been recording a lot of this game in anticipation of maybe doing like recap, replay, sort of fast forward type comedy-ish, you know, intentionally lighthearted and funny maybe, but not comedy, maybe not. But like, and I edited one of those and it really was kind of fun. So I've already got that process, but that goes way back to the beginning. So you'll get to see this whole world, go from me being here, from spawning at the start point right here, founding my base, which honestly I wish I'd chosen a better spot, stupid spot for it, all the way to all the exploring and stuff. And I don't know if I have literally everything, but that will eventually catch us up to where I am today, right? Like it, and it's like so many hours. It's hundreds. It's probably a terabyte. So that said, look, some dudes spawned on the base. It's kind of funny. Let's go say hi to them. We're going to take the boat back. Well, maybe we'll do some fishing. And I guess I also hope to not talk the whole time. A lot of this is about just chilling out and being in a good vibe, in a good space mentally. I don't get into a good space mentally all that easily, but playing video games does it for me. And so hopefully there's times where we don't just talk the whole time. And maybe it becomes I start streaming or some shit. I don't know. That introduces a lot of complexity. So, all right, well, yeah, we got to... Wait, I don't have any way to pick anything up. All right, whatever. We'll come back here. This is a mess. I'm usually really anal about picking up every item. Let's see if the cat makes an appearance. Oh shit, I didn't. Hold on. I'm done fucked up. We'll survive. Oh, thank you. Okay. That was very stupid. I had plenty of stamina, but I just was on autopilot mode. Yeah, so we got a bunch of crap I gotta get back. Bunch of rocks. Bunch of metal smelting. So let's get moving, and I'm gonna... So I have a motor, my motor power with me, which means if I activate it, I always get the wind. If you see the upper left, upper right corner, I mean, you can see there's the... You see the arrow that points on the little map, that's your wind direction. You can see the wind in the video itself. And then, of course, the little boat thingy that when you spin around, it spins around. And the wind orients that, so... It's pretty fun, but I can't hear the sound right now. Hold on. Okay, I think that's okay. This connector is not great. There it is. All right. Yeah, so the weather changes, the waves change. You get these really beautiful, relaxing moments. You can take your time on the ocean. You can make this... One thing that I want to do is the fishing is fun. It's kind of boring and slow, which is what fishing is like. And it's really satisfying, though, to like scout these guys out. Like, actually, here, let's try a little quick. If I can, do I have... I have their bait, but I don't have any... Well, yeah, let's just keep moving. We'll come back. There's always more fish in the sea when it's video games. And, but there's different sizes to the fish. So, and there's 8 or 9 or more species. There's a bunch of different species on the planet. So, in your, like, completionist brain, you want to, in my completionist brain, you get the little ones, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I discovered recently that there's 5. Might even be more. That'll be an exciting thing to learn. I'm going the wrong way. So we'll see. I'm kind of hoping to provoke a serpent. I don't know if they attack only in the daylight, or sorry, only at nighttime. I think they might be like a nighttime thing. Yeah, when you turn off all the icons, the map is actually quite cool. This is kind of a skeleton, isn't it? Isn't it? All right, let's crank up the wind. So I don't use the motor power too much. It's a good name when your power is the wind always is at your back. Your name is Motor. And you make the boat go. Your name is Motor. Leave a comment below. So, okay. We're going to get back home. Which means it's going here. Which means I have to decide. This landmass is actually a big old mess, actually, now that I kind of get looking at it. We can cut through here and go that way or go north. I have bases. I don't normally look at it like this, so I'm kind of enchanted. I have bases all up and down here. Or at least I have a swimming base. And I have another one down here called Perch Point. Oh, look, we got fish jumping. So they can land in the boat. It's very exciting when they do. This game is just very well balanced. It just feels very accessible and challenging. And it forces you to sort of really not screw around too much, but you can screw around quite a bit too. It's a good mix. I guess you'd describe it as an open world survival craft game. Survival craft places it into the same category as like Minecraft, I think. And yeah, I think it reviews really well. It's runs great on an older computer. I have kind of a video editing rig, but it's So I have a 1080 Ti. Oh, I meant to actually turn there. Like, I mean, I have the wind to my back left, so we might as well go that way. Actually, yeah, let's do it. That way we'll skirt past some of our operating grounds. So I suppose if you wanted to, so you can modify the ground, flatten things, build buildings. You get all these different building materials and stuff. I really think if you wanted to, you could cut down every single tree. It does seem to be a limit to how deep you can dig. And it doesn't do overhead cave. That sounds weird, but like when you dig a hole, it's voxel based, and for some reason it doesn't do. Yeah, so it clears above you. You'll see it. It's just a quirk of the way it works, and you kind of get used to it. I kind of wish it wasn't like that, but it doesn't necessarily make the game worse. It's just a bit of a. You go, oh yeah, it's weird. It's like whether I'm 10 down or 1 down, it still needs to clear above you. But the way that it builds the worlds, it's like a random seed thing. It's very cool. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of get back into doing this sort of video production and work. And I might be doing some tutorial things in hopes of maybe teaching. But a part of it was just like a place to chill. A place to not feel too much pressure and just enjoy the game. I try to be, I like immersion. Oops, I'm going like the totally wrong way to where I want to be. Now if I see a huge one, I'll stop. But those are pikes. I kind of want to do a version of this game where you can set up the world modifiers to have no map, no portal travel. When you finally reach a place and you build a portal, you know, you save yourself a ton of hassle with the portals. You still got to work for them. And it's a really exciting thing when you first start getting to them in the game. But there's a way to play this game with no map and no portals. And I think it might be kind of interesting to try it like that. It's profoundly different. You'd have to just know where you are and use the sun to orient your directions. Without a map. Think about it. And when you travel, you have to know your island you're on, your continent. You have to be very carefully assessing nighttime more in terms of your safety and where you can get back to something, because you got to know which direction to go back to. Like, I feel like that would be really immersive. Probably a little too stressful. Because these are big old worlds, man. You can easily lose track of something in here. Oh, okay. All right. Shit, I don't have. I'm just gonna throw stuff. Okay. Stuff that's easy to replace. All right. Let's not fishing. I want to shoot him a few times. This is so cool. Daytime. So I was really starting to believe it was not... We didn't get nighttime. Knock it off. This homie looks awesome. Alright, let's get going now. I can survive a decent amount of hits. Now I'm going to try... Yes. So it's harpooned to me. And I just did some work here, so this is a perfect place to test it. Where I wanted to make it so that when I drag him onto the water, he's in a shallow spot. And I'm doing a terrible job steering. Because parts of this dude sink in a way that's really look, I'm just dragging him back to my base. This is so grisly. But you got to be kind of quick with these dudes because they can I drag him up on land? No! Okay. I think he's still within my zone. Okay, see the plates? Those are... I wonder if I can get those. So auto pickup got that stuff. So if you dropped his head... Yeah, so I've just been developing the harpooning thing. You can see how much fun this game is? You can play this game multiplayer too, from what I hear, if you have friends. What are those? Alright, so that's great. I'm glad that happened. So let's get some space in the chest here. Yeah, so you go through phases of this game where you're like, I'm in a domestic mode, so I'm doing a lot of base building. I'm kind of stayed indoors, and I'm working on my base defenses, and I'm not really adventuring, working on my farms, and that's what I've been doing a lot of, because those are sort of the tedious gathering stuff. And then you like go through phases of exploring, and I've been in a fishing phase lately. That's why I've been building out these bases here, and I'm just trying to see if I can get a hold of those by jumping or floating over them. Actually, maybe I can. Okay. It's like the worst of all worlds where they're close. Come on. All right. So jumping drops you in. 7. Got 7 of them. There's one more. That's good. I was a little skeptical that was going to work. So these aren't like part of my... These I was actually literally flattening the ground. I threw it in the water. I don't know if that floated, if it floats or not. This like weird little outgrowths I have. I was literally using these as a station to use the hoe to bring up the floor of the sea here, exactly for what the problem I'm having right now. All right, I got it. To bring that up. So I did bring them close enough, but I was like doing this right here, and now I don't have it on me, so I can't really show it to you because I threw it away because I wanted space, even though I might not have had to have done that. But does it stay in the boat? Maybe you can't just like litter the boat, which is a little bit. But that was fantastic. Okay, great. Hang on a sec. Let me see. So I think I'll make these like 45-minute episodes. What do you think? That sounds about right. The fuck did I just... OBS here. Okay, we're like 20-something minutes. 20... Okay, good. Yeah, so... Welcome to land. This is a base I've been putting in some work in lately. We're in the Black Forest here. This will get some pretty cool ombres. I'm wearing Fenring armor, which gives me a running bonus. Fenris, which gives me a running bonus. With the set effect. Quick on your feet. And you're good with fire, because my clothing is made out of fire-resistant werewolves. Who, you know, they demand respect. All right. So, yeah. I thought that's why I landed on that remote island, and I was like, I think this is a great starting point to get back to base. Instead of starting in the base, maybe as I do this playthrough, we will return to base by boat. And because it's by boat, and although I could go through the portal right now and show you the damn base, but I think I have some metal. Yeah. So look at this. Let's see how much. We have too much weight. That's okay. That's what the hold is for. No, I'm not lined up in the right spot. I know. All right, like metal. Okay. Couple of 2s in there. Those are good sizes. Always glad to get anything above a 1, and it gets exciting. Really is like actual fishing, where you're like, oh, at least we didn't just catch the small, crappy one. Which you're also glad to get those. I usually am. All right, let's see what I can stuff onto the hold here. Ugh, I got it. It is an annoying spot right here. Sorry. Okay. easy to carry some of my own. So those weigh. Okay. Yeah, so you always have these little projects, for me at least, and this is actually really representative of my life, my YouTube channels I've tried, my other things. You always have these little projects of that you've worked on that are you put some heart into and then you kind of abandon. You put some, you know. So there's sort of a, you know, but you don't get super bored. I have had times where I've stopped playing the game for a little while because I've gotten a little bit bored. Like right here, I'm trying to build fish traps. So by fishing, you can get the fish to come up. They don't all bite at the same bait. And then when they do that, you're able to like scoop them up. If it's worked a few times, I think there's optimization process. There's iterating to do, but it actually has worked, which is fun. That's copper right there behind me, which I could get. I feel like I have to explain everything because I'm kind of hoping that people watch this that aren't necessarily Valheim. I'm not looking to like get the Valheim crowd. You know what I mean? I'm looking for people that want to hang out with a cool dude playing a cool video game. Maybe I'll just call this that. Cool dude plays cool video game. That won't attract any weird attention if the fucking channel works. Wow, okay. I got to put more beams lower than those. Like, I could make that a smoother wall. Oh, shit. You know what I got to do? Sorry, I fucked up. We got to go back. Pulling a Yui. I like when they kind of flutter around up on top. Oh. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing a playthrough without map. Got to repair this bad boy. And now I'm driving it right into my... You can steer, you can push it around from swimming, kinda. Pressing up, pressing down, pressing up, pressing down, pressing, because he goes under it if you keep pressing up. Oh, you just press up and let go. Okay. Well, now you tell me. Yeah. And, you know, I don't know. It's just, back in the day, I would make these videos. I would make video game playthroughs. Oh, for God's sakes, get out of the goddamn water. I'm really... Oh, no, I'm really literally dying here. Get on the stairs. I'm gonna take a potion. What the fuck? Those stairs aren't deep enough to pick you up? I have all that safety equipment? I gotta fix that, sorry. What the fuck did I just do? Yeah, you get into a rhythm, you get into kind of a flow with like making the videos, posting them, you get your editing a little bit simpler. But, you know, or like worked out into a workflow that's not too... All right, I kind of want to put a thing underneath that, but we got to get going. Yeah, I almost died there. It's easy to sort of like neglect some detail in this game and then suddenly you catch it, you find yourself in a situation where you're like, what the fuck? I didn't realize my health was down. So the health is how you regulate your stamina and your health. Your red and your yellow. And I wish one of those big boys would jump in my boat, man. That'd be fun. I did get a size 3 on the dock, which is cool. And I don't have the bait yet that gets us. In fact, that's one reason I want to do this video. Do this now is because I can like test and experiment more. Because that's sort of what I thought would be more fun, is at least having. Because I do have one bait recipe that I haven't cooked yet. But I was saying something else too about workflows and making the videos and stuff. But like these fish are in a jumpy mood right now. I just wonder, like, does the game have, you know, nighttime Like, is the algorithm sophisticated for them? Like, do some of the species have their like their best time is at sunset or noon? You know, that kind of shit. All right. Oh, great. These two get annoying when you go through narrow regions. This one isn't too bad. In fact, if I turn on my stuff, I have... Okay. I'll probably talk about autism occasionally. If that doesn't weird anybody out, I don't know. People have weird reactions sometimes. But I know, like, from my generation, I'm in my mid-40s. The concept wasn't something we grew up with much. And I didn't know until about 2.5 years ago, really, even what it was. Like, you know, any functional, meaningful way. I had some old stereotype, but I never thought about it at all. Then I learned what it is, and I was like, I'm definitely autistic. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So, yeah, so I'm late identified autistic. I did a ton of reading and research and lots of looking into it before I decided. It's a complex thing. It's a fascinating topic. There's so much misunderstanding, and ADHD. I'm pretty sure I'm ADHD as well, but it's on my mind a lot. And I'm doing this podcast to kind of just be present and share what's on my mind, minus sort of the political stuff. Although that'll probably eventually, you know, come around. Oh God, I hear one. Do I hear one? They can put a hurt on you, these serpents. But maybe I don't know. I think I just imagined that. Yeah, like a lot of the struggles I've had my entire life are among the reasons I was confident when I wrapped my head around what autism is, and how variable it is. It can be very different for different people. So always keep that in mind. And it really explained a hell of a lot about every single stage of my life as to the way I am and how I function, and my positive traits, which can also be misunderstood as my negative traits. Bad at boundary detection, hyper thinking all the time, systems brained, struggling with friendships, at least with most people, except for those who, now looking back, were probably like, well, they're probably somewhere in the neurodivergent something. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. I think it's an interesting thing. People, yeah, it's just stunningly, most profound moment of my life was that article. Just out of pure curiosity, and I just was like, oh yeah, you know, I don't really know what this shit is. What is this autism stuff? Glad I'm not autistic, whatever the fuck that is. And then I tap on it, and then like within 2 paragraphs, I was like, it was like getting hit by a lightning bolt. People with brains that work too much and possibly have emotional dysregulation issues, and people who often have difficulty fitting in with friendships, often feel like they're dropped off by an alien spaceship. And that's not, I'm not quoting the article or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, the stuff that it was like, oh my God, this really just nails the whole thing. And I'd been looking, not that I was like, what am I? Am I Christian, Lord? Am I Buddhist, Lord? Am I autistic, Lord? That's not, I know, don't get mad. You know, but I was like, I think I had thought I was an HSP, which is a highly, look how pretty this game is at night too. You got the ping pong ball moon, which I think is kind of fun. It's super immersive though when you get down into the, like, turn off everything and just sit back. But danger lurks in these deep, cold waters. Danger might arise at any moment. Enjoy it for what it is, for you are the fleeting spark between the breath of a dragon's teeth. You will be picked from a dragon's tooth if you're lucky. And your final thought will be, wow, these dragons have really big teeth. So I'm autistic, and yeah, and so like I'd been having all kinds of wacky mental problems and shit, especially the last like several years. Like my beard's falling out. That's not necessarily a mental problem, but I like to just to sort of like shorthand for, hey, I'm been under some stress. My body's giving up on its hair. I already went bald. God damn it. Very bald. Very bald. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. All right, let's go on here. I've turned off the hood. Oh shit, we gonna crash. Yeah, this is my base. All right, yeah, where that was there. So like the draw distance is, it runs better when I'm not recording because I don't have OBS running. And all right, we gotta slow it down here. See, look, just keeping it out for invaders. So we should be able to see the beach area, or the shoreline here first. Oh, see, now it's popping in. Kind of hoping to catch a serpent though. They make for real good food. Oh, I was saying that earlier. I see there's a pretty good sized puffer. The serpent, so yeah, food is important, and it does actually matter quite a bit which kind you have and how many, what you have available. You do a lot of time cooking. I love decorating. I really want to catch a bunch of these dudes. Those, I should have gone for the puffers, but let's just take a stop real quick here. We'll take our time. So this is a pretty cool spot. Look at that. Just to enjoy. Uh-oh, we got some damn locals coming up to be annoying. Sorry. Affy-tapple season ends now. Oop, shot my own boat. Karma. Yeah, what am I doing here? We're gonna go catch those blueies I just drove past. They're called troll heads. There they all are. Look at them jump. I don't think there's any real big ones in here, but sorry, let me put on the brakes here, doing reverse. Well, this guy's still after me. Oh, fucker. Alright. You gonna make me turn my boat? Show some respect. There you go. Oh no, he's upset. Now he's all upset. Let's see how you handle this. There's tuna, which is awesome. We got to respect those tunas. Those are some cool fish, man. I think the kind of tuna meat that we sort of get accustomed to in the world really undersells how freaking badass those fish are. There's a huge market for them. I know they do like fishing shows, and you know, sadly they're trapped on this earth with us, so hopefully we don't kill them all. But the tuna species is just a marvelous animal. They're these big monsters, and they get huge, and they're just ferociously fast, and they don't fuck around. They're really cool fish. So rank up the tuna in your list a little higher, okay? Tell them, hey, released? I didn't say release that guy. Oh, because I started fishing. Well, isn't that awful convenient? Oh, look, I already caught one. Way out there. So you see the yellow bar going down? That's because I'm right-clicking right now to pull the fish in, and I'm just going kind of hard on it here. He's deep. Might be a sizable one. I normally don't catch them that far out. having this guy swim in here. At least his poison doesn't reach. Alright, so I'm definitely going to need to take a potion. Yeah, so it's kind of like, oh. What size are you? You're just a regular size. So that was a size 1. Sure. I'm just deciding if I need to kill this dude. He's driving me crazy. I kind of like the comedic presence, but I've had it up to here. Oh, that's a pretty good size hike, actually. I think that might be. Anything that looks like it's bigger than a 1 is I got to go for it. I mean, maybe I'll skip something if I'm really going somewhere, but if you see it's like a big one, you go, oh, I got to stop. Of course. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's switch to this bait and hope we get that big pike. I'd like to get a really large perch too. Actually, they're on the other side. See him up there? Kind of upper left. You're scaring away all the fish there, Grey Dwarf Shaman. Oh, I missed I was busy talking to the shaman. The fish just hit the shaman. Alright, we've had enough. No more hijinks. You're done. Back to the hell from which you came. The nutritious dirt. Oh, we're turning. We're turning. Just gonna grab the rudder just to put the brake, you know, go forward a little bit. Hooked. Yes. See, that's a meal. Just caught a damn meal. So we'll go a little long. Well, I just gotta see if I can catch one of these. This pike here. This episode, I'm gonna aim for 45, but this episode will be. We gotta get back to base for this episode, you know. Like that's like the whole point of this journey. Let's see. Is he a 2? Yes, a size 2. Ha ha. Just imagine how great you'll feel when we find a size 3, a 4, a 5. Come on. Oh, he's just taking on. He's just not. Oh, okay, there he is. See, there's a tuna. They come in from the deep and they just go woof. You could keep yourself immersive and just keep it like your angle like that. It's a little bit harder. Look at the shadow. See the fish shadow? So yeah, some of these videos will be me just trying to get a fish. I don't have a size 4 something something. We're going to go look for one. And that's what we do. So this is kind of a hangout gaming show with a narrative, kind of, but I'm not really See, that's I think that's only a 2 though. Let's see. Get the bite. Ah, the little. Did I get the? I can't tell. So like I could go in here and knowing I have. Oh yeah, sometimes you pick up extra stuff from them. Get that shit out of here. I don't want your stupid flint. What was I saying? Something about Valheim people. I don't know. Oh, see, when it says it's not taking the bait, that's because it would have if it was the right bait. All right, just a little bit more. Here comes the tuna. See? Got him. Now, pikes and perch are like the first 2. Amber pearl. Nice. Cool. That was a size 2. I have 2 of them now. All right. Okay, good. We stopped to extract some resources, and now we will proceed to our base. I'd like to build out this whole as like a harbor, like a whole like working harbor type feeling, you know, big docks, and I have all these project ideas, and I can see, you know, how people play this game in groups, and they probably build out really cool things. Which is something I like avoid seeing because I don't want to see it. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna dump some stuff right here just to get rid of it out of my damn inventory. Because I got to load up on stuff. This is why it's bad to have my base where it is. It's not on a shore. Is I can't transport. One of the limitations of the game is you can't transport metal. You can walk slowly with stuff. So either we walk back like this, or we do it in a couple different runs. So since I started my base in the middle of a continent, I have to like hit the shore and then haul it all back up. You can tell I don't have a great system going on here. And it works fine enough. I have built a straight road that gets me there. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this, hold on. There's a living creature. Problem solved. Yeah, so welcome to the Meadows Forest area. There's a couple of black hills where the different, if you look in the upper right corner, you see meadows, black forest, ocean, plains, you'll see plains. You know, each one, these are biomes, and their intersections are an interesting place because there'll be funny interactions between different characters and different things, and you gather up all these supplies and tools, and you kind of build out your land bases. You can make it as elaborate as you want. I had started building out like a turnaround here for the big boat. This is the big boat. It's kind of fun. Got anything? No. So you can come in here and you can sit. See? Sit there if I want. This is what you do when you don't have any friends. This is where you sit if you drive the boat. So you could like load up on some people. That's kind of cool. I think there's... Yep. All right, buddy. You can put your knife away while you hold the pole. There you go. Okay. So yeah, I was building this out. You know, this is obviously like my ship parked here. It's a cool boat. I like the big one. So let's quit yapping though. I'm trying to just sort of talk you through it. Oh yeah, I wanted to build this little room which when you light the lighting effects in this game are really spectacular. Really look great. I don't have any wood on me. Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool ways that the low res graphics are brought to life with the lighting. Reflective surfaces and just the way the world feels very like intuitively lit. And humans are like intuitive readers of their world. We don't necessarily process how much photons we're rummaging through at any given time. And so that means we're good at processing light. So if a game feels realistic, it's doing something pretty close, or at least, you know, something within the zone. All right, yeah, I'm just farting around because I want to get this metal back to base. So let's just grab some. We'll come back for the other pile, which I don't even know where it is now. Okay. Yeah. I get, yeah, like did I need to build that base just to have like a thing and a thing and a thing? No. But here, let's head back home. More work to do. I've cleared a bunch of the trees. I wish I had just basically put my base like right where I'm standing. I don't want to be right on the shoreline because you just hear the water a lot. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that I set myself up in a inconvenient spot, but that's okay. You can always change. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I will change. This is very much the earliest area of the tutorial. This was a house that was here, and I've expanded it. I'm gonna build it out as like a nice little sitting room, just as a extra room, you know, like somewhere where you'd have like an employee go sleep, and then you have your robot interview him tomorrow morning to see if he can tell the robot is a real woman. So yeah, I want to have places to interview where my robots and employees have interviews in the first battles for the right to claim consciousness in the universe. These are just the opening salvos in this war. There's some nerd trying to talk a hot robot into liking him. That's what'll happen. Do you think I'm a cool boy? Yes, you are a cool boy. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a little... So here we go, coming in my base. I got some overhead thing here. It's kind of cool. I put these lights up there to share. I put these lights up here so I'd know there was an entrance. Just kind of little duck around. These are my windmills. Check those out. Those are pretty cool. They mill wind. Love it. This is my honey batcher. Honey badger. I actually do have to build one here. This is where I grow and consume and efficiently harvest honey. This is my friend Grayling. Grayling died. Grayling stuff is now my items. I'm not going to do this for everywhere, but this is a weird room. My welcome foyer. Welcome, it says. Who doesn't love a vertical glass window? This is my bonfire. I put wood in it, and it turns into far more wood than I just added. You kidding me? That's outrageous. This is my TV studio. This is where I'm going to set up for more podcasting. Gonna have podcasting, you know, staging here. We could do different kind of sets. Maybe rent it out to Bill Burr. You know? Bill Burr interviews OnlyFans models, something like that. And we make millions of dollars selling buckets of stuff to people who listen. Okay, no, but it is literally a podcasting studio that I want to build out. I'm looking forward to that. So let's take this way over to the base. I want your first impression. That's just like a lookout area, but I don't use it much. This is a wall. I don't have the strongest defenses, I gotta say. I feel like I could do better with my defenses. And we're going to have to do better because we're about to provoke quite a lot of baddies when we start adventuring and going on bigger explorations. Because you trigger them attacking you once you like get to them or something. In like yeah, they have these like challenge dungeons, and then like they're tough guys in there. And now the tough guys show up at my house and beat me up sometimes. So here's my front entrance. Pretty neat. Dragon egg. Those weigh a lot. Let's open the door. Home sweet home. Take off your helmet, your hat, I mean, your hood. Look at this place. That's where I keep my bones. So I have like a transportation courtyard. That looks pretty cool, huh? Kind of like entering a snake's head. Well, I had the genius idea of blocking it with a portal that goes somewhere. So I got to redo this. This is like on my list of stuff to repurpose at some point because I feel like it could be far more intuitive. I want it to sort of feel like you're in the wolf zone. And you know where you're going. It'll make sense when I get to that. This is one of my pride and joys here, is this little bit. See, it's a cool base, huh? Sorry if I'm spinning around too much. I've got to try to keep mindful that watching this can be a little disorienting. Yeah, this is like my inventory hut. I do have to do a whole big project on it. The base was very run down. Well, maybe not run down, but it was in quite a different status up until a little while ago when I started building out all this stone stuff and experimenting. What the hell? I'm carrying too. Oh, I got it. All right, just put this crap. So I have a lot of metal that I will be processing. We've got steel, or sorry, scrap iron, copper ore, tin. Black metal. You get those from the Fullings. And I have a lot more in other spots that I got to go pick up with boats. So we're going to do some of that. I love this little spot here for the base building that I can do. The game does these seasonal things. Now that I'm saying this, I just want to test it. Turnip and resin. So it's 4 turnips. I'm very curious what this ends up looking like. I got a lot more turnips, so I'll just take all of them. Oh, cool, cool. So you can build pumpkin. And I could put these all over the place. I'm just going to kind of make a few here and there. Thus I have a Christmas tree, which you can't build the whole time. And these presents also you can't build the whole time. Here, so I like this design of this room, but I feel that there's a need for expansion and a need for maybe a bit more organizing. So, yeah. Gosh, I'm overwhelmed with all the stuff I want to show you. See, obviously you can tell I've already been standing up my fish catch. Look how big the pikes get. That's a size 4. That's a size 4. Keep that in mind. Put a little pin in that one. Don't poke it in the eye. Poke it in the flesh. Better for pin holding. Yeah, so you'll see this stuff a lot. It's everything needs to be iterated, and I could like change the angles, and like I just recently finished this workshop. My original workshop was basically right below where we're standing. I got a fire like tucked in underneath there. I got a fire right there. I got this, what do they call those fires? That's like a different kind that you build. So I have a beautiful workshop. I quite like the flag colors. I might mess with those at some point. Yeah, like I could imagine different, but I feel great with this workshop. It's got a lot of charm, a lot of character, a lot of guck. That's what would turn this torch green. Yeah, I put all these mosquito heads down as little light bulbs. See what I mean about the light? The way the game uses light, it's really marvelous. have these here that I don't really use, but I'm going to tear those down soon. So partly by why I'm having you here with me is that I'm going to rip down a bunch of this crap. So this is like me testing different things. I was testing out structures for the metal and stone interaction. And so one of the games you play, if you look up to the upper right, you see it says resting comfort 12. When you get rested, if you go 3 over, you get like a boost to how fast you regenerate. So you always want to be rested. And increasing the comfort increases the time you stay rested. And you gain comfort by building out like rugs and decorations and food items and like armor statue guys and chair. Like, so like the more you sort of build out your Viking kind of, trophy case, that's really what it is. You're all rating, the more you're able to gain comfort when you're home, and then you get rested. So you that's sort of a way of sort of upgrading the stats that are available to you. So now here's my new bedroom. I haven't yet actually made this my bedroom. This is another project I'm working on. The original house is here. You'll notice also another podcasting studio with multiple lights. See, I could sit and have a guest. We could talk. Perfect. Camera makes things a little awkward because it likes to stay focused on me and the guy. But that'll be great. And so one other project here is to like build out my bed. I sort of have this design notion of building upwards. And so we're going to have like a whole system of rooms that eventually I might get a roof over, but a whole system of sort of rooms right here that kind of flow together. And they're built on top of the original base, which is down here, which is like this hallway and my original bedroom right here. And it's in a substantial state of disarray. I don't have coal. There's coal in here. In terms of, yeah. So like, this has been my room. I think the comfort was at 13 or 12 at some point. Yeah, 13 right here. I can sit in my chair here and just enjoy. It's really fun to put things on shelves. I did line up all these skeleton heads right above my bed, which is creepy and weird. Not sure if I'm going to replicate that. The yellow mushrooms glow, which brings me a lot of joy. These are, it says deer stew. I love the way they did the carrots. I find it very charming. And who doesn't have minced meat sauce on their bed? That's a potion that glows. It's like once you put this stuff down, it kind of becomes decorations. Like I can come over and eat this shit, but like I don't really think you even think about having it as something as an option. That's a midsummer crown that I placed on a thing, and I missed an opportunity to make one earlier this year. I think that's like a seasonal thingy. So yeah, there's more to it, but let's just end this video. Then we'll come back up. The next video we'll do another run to get the metal back, and I'll show you a little bit more of the base. But I'm really kind of eager to just like do stuff. So I spend a lot of time between here and here, right? So I'm thinking about building another version of this on stilts, or more or less on a second floor. Maybe, I don't know, because I still want to access it from the ground. So maybe I don't know. We'll see. I really like this base here. I feel like I did a decent job with it. It could be a little bit more spread out even, but yeah. And you upgrade your bench, like you see the kind of glowy, see the sort of glowy lines. Those are the upgrades that give you, see this says 5 right there. That's the status of your quality of your like bench. So you can build these workbenches out in the middle of nowhere, but then you got to build out a whole room of stuff to get them to be like, so the ones at your core base are like big deals. This one's at 7. And this one is all this stuff that just feeds into it. The forged bellows, the anvils, and I even like snuck the smith's anvil on top of a thing. That's, not how you would normally use that, but it serves as a nice decoration. It took me a lot to get this fire to be at a height that it stays on. They like to turn off if they're too close to something. But here, let's just go. Oh yeah, these are these wisp things. Stupidly, I let one die off because I built it out in the outside of the base and didn't think about protecting it. So I lost the items, which is frustrating. But you can gather up wisps. They attract glowy blue things. And I will just share with you This kind of sculpture thing was sort of impulsive. It's kind of a backbone. That's just purely like a chimney. And then, oh, whoa, look at that. A number 5 pike. A number 5 pike. A number 5 pike. I didn't even know this game had size 5 pikes. Size 5 pike. Oh, shit. I just touched a size 3 pike. Oh, fuck. There's size 2 pike. Look at this thing. Look how big that is. If it glitches out, I will be so upset. If it like, burns and it just goes away. No room in inventory. No, I'm like panicky. All right. Look how big this stuff is. I caught it on video, but I wasn't like talking at the time, so I don't know if it's interesting. But yeah, I was recording when I caught the pike. Did I miss? There you go. No room in inventory. This is an outrage. What size is that there? 2 is okay. 2, 5. Look at that. Is this not just like the fucking... This is worth not having a social life? Come on now. Let's get my wisp. Get my wisp. Ah, well. Oh, God, I'm just driving myself bonkers right now. Okay. So, yeah, it's a lot of this kind of tedious inventory management stuff that... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Go 5, 6. Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Hank. Hopefully there's more. I'm going to press stop and then start another one, I think. Or maybe I got to go to the store. I don't know. Hope you're down for watching more of these. Good to see anybody from the old days, back when Suck Professor had a little crowd. I know there's a few people that might be interested, so I'm doing it. But go ahead and unsubscribe if it's not your deal. No worries. Yeah. Talk to you again. Take care of yourself.